something.
Oh, sorry, that's right. Sorry, I swore. That's right. That's probably why it was on my mind.
Yeah.
I remember the guy, and he was really good about it, because I always find this when I talk to developers, they always tend to agree with what I say, because it's not developers that are the problem. Developers are usually the first people to know about the problems with their games, but they keep saying, well, you said in your review, that's exactly what we said to the publishers, but they wouldn't give us any more time to fix it.
Yeah. I think, what was it that you signed, like, what was it you said on the card? It was, "Dear wet team, you suck," or something?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
It was, yeah, something in character.
I think this is kind of an interesting one. Do you have any constructive criticism for JRPGs?
Ooh.
Yes.
Like, how could they improve?
The question is, yeah, we all know you hate JRPGs, but what would you do to make them not suck?
I'd make them not stupid extended fashion displays for 14-year-old girls, I guess.
Fair
there
enough.
there have been JRPGs I quite liked. I quite liked Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
I quite liked Chrono Trigger. These are all things. Quite like Earthbound. What I liked about Final Fantasy VI, thinking about it, is that when you go into a random battle, it's like boom, boom, and then the enemies come boom, and the players come boom, and the attack, dead, boom, and then back to the game. And then like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, or whatever, whenever you get into a random battle, there's this huge screen effect, the music kicks in, they have to do this whole establishing shot of this mysterious astral realm where the combat's taking place. I liked the first option. It was like they were embarrassed of the turn-based combat, which they should have been.
So it's like all they've added is just extended faffing about.
Yes, exactly. Faffing about is the issue with a lot of games these days.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a game that people have requested you review, like, over and over and over again that you will never, ever review?
I'm not sure. A lot of people have been telling me to review Minecraft, which I haven't even looked at yet. But, is that good? I'm not sure.
Minecraft is interesting because we were actually discussing it earlier. It very much does not have a point. It's sort of like digital Lego. It's.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of into stories in games for the most part, and you kind of need one to keep my interest alive.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I guess a lot of people, as you say, World of Warcraft, a lot of people have said, hey, why don't you get all your feelings down about that? I kind of did, and that's kind of the book I wrote.
In your this is an interesting question. In your entire span of game reviewing experience, what game have you encountered that has had the most potential and then squandered it?
The one that comes to mind straight away is Dark Void.
Hmm.
Because, as I said in the review, what I loved about that game is that you can switch seamlessly between flying jetpack style, almost like Crimson Skies, Hawk Sea sort of gameplay, and on the ground third-person gameplay. I thought that was a great way to mix up those styles, because you weren't locked into either one. You could, if you were in the middle of a third-person no-player battle, you could go into flight mode and attempt a strafing run on the enemies, or like to escape from your attackers, and it added a whole new dimension to the gameplay that I think needs to be explored better. But it was a really cut-down game. It took ages to get to good starts, and it's a ridiculously short ending, probably because they blew their load on a couple of really overly, excessively impressive set pieces, and ran out of resources.
Yeah, I felt similarly. I just, from the concept art, I was like, ooh, I want to play that, and then I did, and I was sad.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I also tend to bring up Alone in the Dark and Mirror's Edge when asked this question, because they're both games that really try to do something new, but kind of piss in a bucket while they're doing it. But,
That's interesting, because after that question was asked, the chat room unanimously suggested 3 possible options for what your answer might be, and that was those 3 games.
Yes.
Yes, well, obviously they've been reading my columns a lot.
Yeah. Great. Well, What time is it where you are, by the way?
It's 11:15 in the morning. It's a beautiful, sunny Australian day.
Nice.
So I'll go out and have lunch by the river.
Doesn't that sound wonderful, James?
That sounds great. Over here it's 5:15 at night. James has been going for 23 1/4 hours, and it's snowing. So, it sounds like you're about to have a much better day than we are. But we really appreciate you calling.
It's not at all. I have to do a bit for the kids, you know.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and we'll hopefully get to hang out again soon.
Well, we're going to auction off another book?
Yeah. You want to do that now? Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Do that.
Another copy of Mogworld, signed by Yahtzee. We will open the bidding again at the $24. That is double retail price.
$50.
$50 bid right there. Excellent.
$100.
$100 bid to get the ball
Good
rolling.
old bet facts.
Wonderful.
Good book.
$150.
$150
R.L. Yoshi.
From
Real life
R.L.
Yoshi
Yoshi.
really wants
What
something.
two boys?
175 from Silent Bob.
Silent Bob.
175.
$200.
200.
R.L. Yoshi.
This is leaping up.
And get little Timmy with a little controller in his hands, and then being snatched away by the matron, and then tears beading in his eyes, and the matron saying, "I'm sorry, Timmy, you cannot finish your game because some people on the internet didn't want to pay exorbitantly expensive prices for some guy's
Just
book."
remind everybody, don't
And
repeat
Timmy
bids,
is
don't
innocent.
fake bid.
Gone.
210 from Wonderboy.
210 from Wataboy.
Bitches.
He's also smack talking as well, which is nice. We do love our auctions. You never get smack talk at real auctions.
210, do we hear?
No, I wouldn't know like a cruise a little, and the auctions were kind of depressing there.
Can we go higher than 210?
210 for Wataboy.
Oh.
Leonardo da Vinci was
Leonardo da
trying to bid.
Vinci, 220.
We'll take that.
That's awesome.
Leonardo da Vinci at 220. Do we hear 230? $220 going once.
Anyway, if we go past 250, I'll write a little limerick on the first page for whatever your name is.
All right.
230.
For those who didn't catch that, if it goes above 250, he will write a limerick in the book based on your name.
Ooh, that sounds worth another $20.
200
Do we hear 250?
230 is the current bid.
I'm really hoping
230 is the high bid. For just another $20, you can have a limerick written by Yahtzee himself, based on your name. What the?
250. There it is.
250.
Dave.
Dave's
Wow, that's a very easy
250.
name.
What was Da Vinci trying to bid that he was holding shift down for?
It has a quotation mark in it.
270. There we go.
SPCS bidding 270.
Oh, that's going to be tough to rhyme, SPCS.
I guess we'll ask him his real name as
Yeah,
well.
let's hope that's Is that for real?
SBCS at
Oh, yeah,
270.
Okay. Okay,
Oh.
270. Shall we say going once for
Going once,
SPCS?
270.
Going once.
280 from Warhamster 40K.
Yes. 290.
Leonardo da Vinci at 290. Can it break 300? Can we achieve a madness level bid? Madness level.
Really?
Yes, really.
300.
300 from Warhamster. It is. We have reached madness.
Do you?
We have a gavel here.
Where is it?
It's in one of those bins over there.
Keep
Warhamster
going.
40K.
310, none shall pass.
Cureless poison 310. None shall pass. He says.
Cureless, just jumping into this auction.
320.
320. Yes, I will.
Oh,
He
we got a
says.
bidding war going on. 330.
330 from SPCS.
Great bid. This is what we like, bit of conflict.
340.
340 from Warhamster.
This is going to have to be a pretty good limerick.
Well, if the Wolfenstein review is any indication, you certainly have a knack for writing limericks.
Yes, I had fun with that one.
So 330
350.
from Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci.
360. It's just a flesh wound from Cureless Poison.
Oh,
I
neat.
love the one-liners.
360.
Cureless Poison currently leading at 360.
Shall we say going once?
Yo, hold on.
Give it a second.
Yeah.
Wow, it's just a flesh wound, but with
You can-
Cureless Poison, flesh
Ooh,
wound
yeah, that's true.
can be bad.
Warhamster tried to do
You can get that proliferated up.
370.
370
Wasn't working.
From Leonardo da Vinci, because there was a space.
400.
400!
from SPCS.
SPCS.
Bro, I don't think anybody can step to that. You guys are.
It's over.
You just go
it's
home
over.
now.
Why did Little Karibo kick Warhamster?
Oops, did he do it by accident?
He said sorry.
We're gonna have to let him come back in.
My bad.
Was an accident. Okay, should we let him back, or because
Yeah.
currently we got 400. I'm not wrong, right? 400 for SPCS.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, tell us when Warhamster comes back in.
If he does.
He's like, no, I'm out.
Crushed it.
I'm done.
It's fine, you don't want me.
He's back.
Warhamster's back.
Okay,
Warhamster
400.
400 to SPCS.
We're waiting for. So now that he's back, we're gonna say go.
420.
420.
420.
420.
Bid for auctions every day.
All right.
Yes, exactly.
Warhamster at 420. Back in this race.
I think we're gonna have to say going once to Warhamster for $420. We are going to make that going twice to Warhamster.
Oh,
440. 440 to SPCS.
So 440. We're gonna have to go 440 going once to SPCS.
I hope you have a real name that rhymes.
I can work with the S.
So going once 440 was it?
Yeah, 440.
It's obvious that the other book was a bargain.
Yeah, really. 430. Oh no, that's not
440
Sorry,
is
we're
not
440.
Yeah,
in excess of. Yeah. Step up your game here, Warhamster.
Going twice to SPCS, Royce?
450
from Warhamster.
Wow.
best book ever. Thank
And it's nighttime!
And boom goes the
Okay,
dynamite.
450.